Jack Dorsey now. We just sort of hit on this yesterday, but now there's more context to it. He's leaving Twitter, next month. He's stepping down from the board.
Yeah.
But going scorched earth. Now, let me be clear, and then I want to ask you guys why you think this is, because it could just be that this guy wants his golden parachute with Elon Musk. He's stepping down from being. He did step down, by the way, from being CEO. I think it was in November of 2021.
Last year.
Last year. Yeah.
You guys will have the references. I think it's November 2021, and he's going to make a full exit. Okay. Before leaving, though, he's decided to go absolute ape
stuff.
Yeah, on the board of directors. Ape S.
Ape S. There we go.
That sounds like a new software program. Ape S. So, for those of you who don't know, this is Elon Musk, right? Wanted to buy Twitter, so he got a 9% stake, the largest stake. Then he said, "You know what? I will offer you significantly above the market price. Purchase all of it." Which kind of put them in a bind, because then Elon Musk said, "And if you don't, then I'll have to reconsider my stake in Twitter," which would cause their stock to take a nosedive, of course, inevitably.
Right.
So Twitter's board of directors, they recently adopted what would be described as a poison pill to prevent Elon Musk's potential takeover.
Which screws everybody.
It screws everybody.
Owns any share of Twitter ever.
Exactly. Now, keep in mind, this is also when people say, like, oh, these corporations are just beholden to their shareholders. I think there is a problem with that, too, sometimes with publicly traded companies, if they cut corners, right? Or if it ends up harming the consumer, if they place the shareholders' value above the consumer. That being said, I would certainly rather these companies, right, look out for the best interest of their shareholders than ideologues on the board. So let's be clear about that. Kind of like when people say, corporate media, man, I get it. There are problems with it. That's why this is entirely independent, but the alternative, where I was raised, CBC, you want government media? So let's just try and put this in context. Two notable figures, okay, in the tech industry.
CBC government media? I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sure.
CBC?
Yeah.
In Canada? Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's government funded, and as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the research guys, you can pull this up. I don't remember the exact numbers. I think one of the people running for prime minister, it might have been the NDP, said that if he won, he would give the CDC $100 million more in funding. And I think it was Trudeau who said, yeah, but if I win, I'll give you $150 million. He was doing blackface.
Yeah, of course.
$150 million. And guess who they gave favorable coverage?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Just buy it right there, not even your own money.
Yep.
I like Kids in the Hall on it. I'm surprised they allowed that.
Yep. Okay. A lot of people don't realize that CBC is largely government funded, and then you have this in a lot of different countries.
Okay.
And that's scarier. Look, at least when people point to Fox News, the reason Fox News has all of these great ratings is because it's the only one from that point of view.
Yeah.
It's the reason we have the ratings that we do compared to other entertainment shows. I mean, it's really more comparable to a late night show. It was a late night show, but then we realized that most of you actually work, so you watch it in the morning. So it's like late night in the morning. But it's because this is the only one that hasn't officially endorsed Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, right? So you have a wide open lane. That's a good thing to have that competition, at least. So let's just be aware here when people say shareholders, okay, would you rather Twitter screw the shareholders, which is what they're willing to do now, to look out for the ideological preferences of the board? Before you answer, most of the people on that board are pieces of shit. So, two notable figures in the tech industry, they pointed out the toxicity of a lot of these boards and how terrible they can be, to which Jack Dorsey responded, big facts. Not many words, but big facts. That actually seems like a Donald Trump tweet.
Yeah, that is a
big facts.
Yeah, it's someone's cryptic and huge.
Yeah, someone's like, Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK. Facts.
I wouldn't say
big facts. True facts. One Twitter user actually described the board at Twitter as being, quote, mired in plots and coups from the beginning. And then Dorsey added, it's consistently been the dysfunction of the company.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Dorsey isn't just doing this with the board. So this is when I think there is a shift with Dorsey, but I'm not saying that he's done so much damage to our society.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I mean, the New York Post, what they've done on Twitter, to whom they've catered. So I'm not saying that this absolves him of those sins. No, absolutely not. But the why is an interesting conversation that we'll have here as to he's made this change. So he also went after CNN's super straight and CNN Plus's megastar, Brian Stelter.
Yes.
Stelter tweeted, Tucker Carlson is always selling the same thing. And Philip Bump says, he's selling doubt. He's selling doubt. Why do you doubt my sexuality?
What are you selling, Brian?
I'm super straight.
Girl Scout cookies. Just kidding. Buying them, though.
Yes, that's why I have my purse. It's a gym bag.
Yeah.
You see my new
When was the last time you
Abercrombie
saw
ad?
the inside of a gym? That's not important right now.
Wait, like a guy or a gym?
So he said he's selling doubt. Dorsey quipped, and you are all selling hope.
Yeah, what?
So he's seeking
We
this
sell
out.
fear.
Secretly based over here?
And Stelter must have felt the impending heterosexual doom because he offered Dorsey an interview.
Very nice.
Boy, look at those two side profiles. That's the same species, folks.
That is hard to believe. Is one so much...
Imagine that in a
Hold on.
biology
Time out,
textbook. It's like the man has a weight range of 120 to 412 pounds.
Hold on. Just
Camera
listen.
adds a couple 100 pounds.
How many cameras were on him?
Yeah.
I'm just one person is how he starts that tweet. Are you sure? Like, well, you look like it could be more.
That's not what the airline says.
Is he sitting closer to the camera? No, he's sitting farther away than Jack.
This is one of these optical. This is one of these angle illusions that we're doing.
I'm just one person. But what? You're also self-important.
Yeah, like he's Batman. I'm just one man.
Yeah.
I'm not the flabby, super straight anchor the city needs when it deserves.
They bring up one of those like things with a hole cut in for your head that you go on vacation. Just a thinner guy.
In scuba gear.
Yeah, it's just holding a beach ball.
Oh my
So
God.
Jack,
I'm just one.
do you want a brunch?
So when accused of defending Tucker Carlson, which is unforgivable, Dorsey responded on Twitter, not defending a thing, holding up a mirror. And then he followed up with this doozy, which I think is important. He said, I know this from being on the streets of Ferguson during the protests and watching them, meaning CNN, trying to create conflict and film it, causing the protesters to chant FCNN. And for those of you who don't remember, we ran this on the show. Here are the protesters. And I remember laughing when it happened because I was saying, well, what did you think was going to happen, CNN? Of course they're going to turn on you. Here's the video of that actually happening.
CNN!
I'm an ally!
You can hear.
We're here to help.
CNN either. These people are willing to protest.
You're our people.
His heart is breaking.
His soul is being crushed live.
He's like, oh, I know what'll solve it. CNN Plus.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
8 years from now, that'll go down in
Someone-
flames.
Should pay for this more.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the problem that we have. Wait,
No.
Wait, our ratings are in the tank. It's because people aren't paying enough.
They don't hate us. They love
What if we made it
us.
more expensive?
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.